It's 8 people. No, the only thing we know is the bigger the bill, the harder you ball. Well, I'm done with mine, 'cause my money long. What's up, guys? It's your boy Envy Neuer, and we're back with another reaction video. Today, before you even get into the reaction video, that's the new hoodie that we got. But anyways, back to our reaction video. Today, we got Cali Dude. We're gonna be reacting to him and his buddies. I believe they're from Florida, and we're gonna see what Florida Highway Police has in store for them today. And I believe it's like 8 of them. So let's get straight into it. And before we get straight into it, it's a 21-minute long video, but I cut it short because they don't get into the chase till like mid video. So right here we see that they're on the highway. So let's see how many people. That was one to his left. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus him 7, and I believe there might be someone else off screen to make them 8. It's 8 people. No, I'm not throwing up the 4s. I'm throwing up 2 4s. It's 8 of them. That was I think that might have been like a Lyft or Uber. Yo, look at my boy right here, bro. That's a crazy lean, like I don't know if he's just a good street rider, but like to be doing that on 1,000 cc on the street is low key kinda, I mean, hey, I'm a new rider, so like I don't know. See where buddy went, but he got the lead way up. Oh, they're leading like this one. Oh yeah, our buddy on the S1K got that lean, bro. I ain't gonna lie, he got it, he got it. what this person just did, right? He was in this lane, the middle lane, or the lane to the, to the right or the left lane, and he just switched over. And Buddy's doing like freaking 110 or plus. Good thing he had good awareness of where he was going. Okay. You guys see how my chair is kind of squeaking? I need a new gaming chair, but I've had this one for like 4 years or so. But I'm guessing he's on the ZX6R because his speedometer is tapping uh topping off at 160 plus. 160, 65. Oh, ho, hold on. That's freaking Florida Highway Police. And yeah, I just see what his boy did, bro. This dudes are crazy. I mean, obviously he's on the 1K, so he's gonna fly by the cop, and he's doing 113. Let's play this back, bro. Okay, so he's doing like 120 because he's seen the cop and slow down. Look at what his boy does. Just look at this. Wow. Bro, that's why he pulls up beside the cop and he's looking like, you see that? What you gonna do about him? Man's like, I do not approve of that, shaking his head. But at that point, everyone in that group is a target by this cop right here. Everyone that's on that highway on the motorcycle is a target because he automatically thinks that everyone that's on the motorcycle is with that guy that just flew past them. So everyone's a target. Y'all see that in the sky, right? I could be wrong here, but y'all see that little dot blinking in and out? I mean, I don't see any stars in the sky, but that might be a bird in the sky. They could already have a chopper on them. I could be wrong, but keep an eye on that blinking light right there. That's where they all agreed on to say it's game on. Every man for themselves. We're running. And I believe they might have noticed that they do have a chopper on them. I could be wrong. But they all unanimously just agreed to dropping a gear and getting out of there. ballsy, bro. That's extremely ballsy. I cannot explain to you how ballsy that is. Anyone with common sense would know not to do what he just did. Flew past the cop doing what? 150. A state trooper that, state troopers have the power to chase you across the state, but not, not state lines. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but that's a ballsy move. That just made it more clear to the cop that, he has the right to chase them, even though his buddy flew past the cop doing the same thing. If you look, just keep an eye on the top, sort of like top mid corner of the screen. You're gonna see something blinking up there. I assume the ground unit that they passed had already called in a chopper, which was the one we saw back there. Right there, keep an eye right there. This is when he notices that they have a chopper on them. Now the chopper probably doesn't have the spotting light on them, but they have cameras that zoom in, highly close. Yeah, he's like, maybe it's time for us to switch the game plan. Going straight in the long run isn't gonna help us out because the chopper can keep up when we're constantly going straight in a long straight line. Probably doing themselves a favor right now by hitting that exit as fast as possible as they can. Create distance between you and the ground unit, which I highly doubt the ground unit was gonna leave them to create, distance between him and themselves. But take that exit, get away. Once you see a chopper, don't stay on the interstate because that chopper will keep up with you. Find your nearest exit and go away. Yeah, I think the ground unit is still with them too, because if you look here, that's his buddy, right? That looks exactly like a police cruiser. Yep. That's when he decides to light them up. but it's like, dude, they already have the advantage over you. They're, anyways. I want to say something about what they're doing right here. This intersection right here is where most people always meet their fate on a motorcycle doing stuff like this, because you're gonna have a car coming through that just sweep you off your feet or your wheels without knowing. So, you know, just be careful out there. Here we go. Second video, second reaction video. Second time someone's popping willies while being chased by a freaking cop. I want to be like this guys when I grow up, except I don't want to run away from cops. I want to pop willies. His friend on that S1K hauling butt, bro. That man's hauling butt. Oh my goodness. That's why they do say if you're to run and you can't and you don't know how to maneuver your bike, get a 1000. But as the saying goes, 99 days for the thief, 1 day for the owner. At this point, it's safe to assume that they evaded the chopper and the cop. At this point, because I don't see any more. I no longer see any police lights, and I don't hear sirens, and I don't see a chopper. shifter though, I want that, but I'm more so the hands-on type of person. I want to feel my gears and control them. But the short shifter, you can't go wrong with. You cannot go wrong with the short shifter. Yeah, yo, look at my man's arms though. That man's freaking jacked. Pause. But it's safe to say that they evaded the cops, evaded the chopper. I could be wrong, but it looked like a chopper was chasing them. But hey, also to say, these guys are crazy. It was a group of 8. It's kind of funny how it was a group of 8 of them, and then there's only 2. You know, they all scattered, which makes it a lot harder for the police, considering it was only one ground unit and possibly another chopper to keep up with everyone. You know, like this person goes east, this person goes west, this person goes south, this person goes north, and you just scatter like that, like like freaking ants. You know, it's gonna be hard to keep up. But this brings it to the end of this reaction video, and I hope you guys are being safe out there in your cars, motorcycles, on the road, off the road, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.